We are on the Karak Highway, somewhere near Gombak, at the rest area, and we are going to reset the driving average fuel consumption, and we are starting the run through city traffic going to PJ. And we have a range of 370 kilometers, and we're going to drive through the city, and we're on driving mode and we're on eco. Now on eco mode, the Arteon is the most fuel efficient, and it also has what you call coasting. So if you look, sorry, we are in S. Okay, now we are in E mode. I was in sport mode just now, and our fuel consumption is 11.4 liters per 100 kilometers since we started. And so in eco mode, the acceleration is more controlled, more linear, so the computer is not allowing you to accelerate very hard. And also, if you look at it now, we are in 5th gear and 6th gear. At the bottom there you can see, and the speed is on the right hand side, 83 kilometers per hour. We are heading towards the toll in Gombak, and we are in 7th gear. But you see what happens when I lift off on the accelerator, it shows the letter E on the left. Now this means that the car is coasting. It is not in gear. The gearbox is disengaged. It's like freeing the gear. The only thing is there's a safety here. If you normally put your gear into neutral and coast, that is dangerous because you don't have any propulsion in case you have any problem. So this coasting system is standard in many of the Volkswagens now, and what it has is a safety feature, like when you when you step on the brake or you step on the accelerator, the gear will engage itself again. So we're going through the toll, and we slowed down for the toll, and we are starting off again. So you can see our fuel consumption now is 8.2, because when we first started we were using some energy to get the car moving, and once you are moving, then it uses less energy. So our average fuel consumption for the distance that we travel, not very far, is 2.1 kilometers in the center. We have reset the trip meter. Is 8 liters per 100 kilometers. That's about 12.5 kilometers per liter. And as I accelerate, it gets a bit higher because it takes a bit more energy. So we're in 7th gear. I'm going to lift off on the accelerator, and we're going down the hill, and the car is actually coasting, and we are going at 93 kilometers per hour. So we are not going slow, yeah? We are going at what you would call normal speed, because we are in traffic, and I'm just following the traffic speed, using the brakes as necessary and accelerating as necessary to maintain the gap. So we are now in 6th gear, and every time I lift off, it goes into E, which is eco mode, and now we are in 7th gear. So you can see down there how it works. Our speed on the right hand side bottom is 74 kilometers per hour, and our range is still 370 kilometers. Based on this type of consumption, the car will be able to go for 370 kilometers. So we are following that Alza in front. Sorry. Well, I think that a lot of our viewers will want to know what type of fuel consumption this car can give. So therefore we are doing that. We'll show you. Okay, we're on the ring road, or rather the Duke Highway, We are heading into Kuala Lumpur, and then we're going to go west towards Petaling Jaya from the east, approaching from Bentong. So our consumption now is 6.3 litres per 100 kilometres. That's actually quite fantastic. It's about 14 point something kilometres per litre. And we're going at 94 kilometres per hour. 98 in 7th gear. So we're just doing a normal drive, but with light throttle. I'm going to slow down and cut over to the middle lane because there are some cars that want to overtake. They're going a little bit faster. So we are actually above the speed limit at 94. But most important is you're keeping with the flow of the traffic, not being a moving chicane or like a rolling stone in a brook of running water. Yeah, because then you would be creating a lot of aggravation for people because people have to drive around you. Okay, we are going a bit faster than the mainstream, so again we come out to overtake this long line of cars that are in the middle lane. And my oh my, we have 5.6 litres per 100 kilometres. Whoa, that is above 15 kilometers per litre. Wow, that's incredible. In a 2-litre turbocharged car that has 190 PS and 320 Newton meters of torque, and this is the type of average consumption you're getting. And look at the speed. We are not going slow, we're going at 97, 98 kilometers per hour. Oops, sorry. This is the 60 zone. Anyway, we're just following the flow of traffic. And we have 5.4. What am I going to do with this car, man? It's awesome, isn't it? 5.4. It is not kilometers per litre, guys. It is liters per 100 kilometers. So this is a little bit around 19 kilometers per litre. Because at 5.0, it will be 20 kilometers per litre. Rough estimate. So we are still in gear, in 7th gear, and the range has actually gone up to 390. So now guys, you see how the range works. Is based on your current fuel consumption and the amount of fuel that you have in the tank. So we've already gone almost 300 kilometers and we still have another 390. And see, now we are on E, but we're going up the hill, so I accelerate a bit and engage the gear again because we're going around the corner, so you need positive traction. And the latest update is 5.3 liters. Wow. So we have the air conditioner on. It's set at 22 degrees, which is very nice and pleasant. And we're following this old E36, one of my favorite cars, going at 78 kilometers per hour in 7th gear. And engine is pulling maybe 1,200 RPM. That's economy for you, man. So this is city driving in city traffic on the ring road. This is now the outer ring road, I think. And we are approaching, going to get to another toll soon. Stabilizing at 5.3 liters per 100 kilometers. Now bearing in mind that in eco mode it is mounted at 4.9. We are now at 5.2. So, but I don't know if the figures that they claim are with aircon on or not. Well, our aircon is on, so aircon can result in like 0.2 or 0.3 liters per 100 kilometers. That's how much it costs to run your aircon. Anyway, we are going through the toll. We are somewhere near Jalan Putaria. And we have 5.1. And our range has gone up to 400. Awesome, guys. Really awesome. Okay, it's back to 5.2. Now, bear in mind that we are actually traveling over a relatively short distance, so the readings will change very quickly depending on how you drive. But what I'm saying is, if you drive like a normal guy, you will get this type of fuel consumption. And I can tell you, we are driving like a normal guy, because look at the guy in front of us. We are driving at a speed that is actually slightly faster than him. And like this Mazda in front of us, he's driving at the same speed as we're driving. And the little Hyundai, I think, the SUV, and all the cars around here are going at roughly the same speed, which is now 78 kilometers per hour. And we are not even in top gear, we are in E6, Eco gear, number 6. Then we have to slow down for traffic. Very normal. We're experiencing the same things that you would experience in the city. So the eco mode 4.9 liters per 100 is based on driving on open road, not in traffic. But we are driving in traffic, so this is the type of result we are getting. But even so, we are up to 5.4 now. It still looks quite decent to me. Okay, this part of the job is not so exciting, but I suppose you can look at the meter and see how it's going. Yeah. So it's 5.4, and I lifted off, and the car is coasting back in gear because I accelerated. I just want to maintain the speed, not coast down to a insanely low speed and risk being hit in the back by somebody. Okay, we have one very slow driver in a van on the left lane, and a slow driver on the right lane, and this is the magic ingredient for creating a traffic jam when there's no need for a traffic jam here. And because of that jam, we are now using more fuel. We are at 5.5 liters per 100 kilometers. So at RON 95, about say 2 ringgit a litre, you'll be using 5.6 liters in 100 kilometers, which will come to 5 liters is 20 ringgit, 10 ringgit, and 0.6 of 2 is 1.2 is 11 ringgit 20 cent. So therefore your cost per kilometer is 11.2 cents. Driving this 2 liter powerful turbocharged car. Of course, if we drive it to the max like I did on Genting, the fuel consumption is going to be like 3 times this, yeah, or at least 2 times this. And maybe you go a bit faster, you don't have to see people cutting into your lane, last minute lane change from another lane. Never mind. So we now have 5.7 and our range is still 400. So we're still going at 80 kilometers per hour. Yes. We are slowing down and just rolling down the hill in neutral, in E gear, yeah. So the engine is disengaged and it drops down to 5.6. So let's just see what this can do. I don't know where we will end up in terms of fuel consumption, but we're heading home from Genting Highlands, and we started this run from Gombak. So now we are heading back. This side, nobody behind me. So far I've paid $6, $3 and some other toll. So I paid more toll than I paid petrol. Strange state of affairs. Okay, we are going back to the center lane because left lane is too slow. And we are going at 78 kilometers per hour through the tunnel. This is following the flow of traffic. And our fuel consumption is 5.7. Back to 5.6, and we're slowing down a bit here because today is Saturday. We're going to go to the left lane because this is a speed trap area. Can you see the cop? Nope. Every time I slow down, there's no speed trap. Every time I speed up, there's a speed trap. Okay, today we are law-abiding citizens at 77 kilometers per hour in an 80 kilometer per hour zone, known speed trap area. So we are just being very careful. And we have 5.4 liters per 100. Oh, there is a speed trap. I didn't see the man with the gun. Look at the people who are caught. Wow. Lucky us. So, that's 300 ringgit saved. Okay, so now we have 5.5 and we are just doodling along in the traffic, following the car that just got stopped in front of us. Yeah. Merging into traffic and we're going to be stuck in the jam heading home. Okay, so we are still going along at this speed, but once we stop and get stuck in the jam, then of course it becomes a little bit meaningless. But this is an example of the typical type of fuel consumption you can expect if you're driving at this type of speeds. You saw the speeds all the way. We didn't abridge or edit the video, so well, we have gone for 22.2 kilometers, and our average fuel consumption is 5.4 liters per 100 kilometers. So guys, this is the end of the run. Just sharing this information with you, and of course we have to say that these instruments and all are part of the Volkswagen car itself, the Arteon itself. So whether it's accurate or not, we cannot tell you, but well, the distance is roughly there lah. So maybe there's a 5% or 10% error. Well, just take it as it is, yeah, because we did not calibrate the instruments, and what you see is what you get. Alright guys, bye.